Hello, how y'all doing today? I'm Rod. I'm the Bayou Contractor. And this is Building a Small Rental House, Episode 1, The Foundation. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take y'all through this build, the foundation part. And this is part 1 of a series that we're going to do. And I'm going to show you how to build this house. I'm in Louisiana, man, in the capital city, Baton Rouge, and I'm building these houses, and I want to show y'all how I do them, and they're, small rental properties, and I want to show y'all how I do them. So let's talk about what's going on today. We're taking this house, and right now you can see the guys, they're digging the footing out, and we actually have the form boards up. We have all that already done. I already done that, so I wasn't able to show y'all that on this video series. Sorry about that, but y'all will see it on the next one. The next video series, that is. So stick with me, baby. So anyway, man, we got it. We do a monolithic slab in Louisiana. And what that means is we do an all-in-one pour. So we're going to dig the footing out, and we're going to dig those footings out where the load bearing is in the building, which in this particular building is going to be on the exterior walls. Now this house is an 854 square foot small 3-bedroom. It's going to be a 3-bedroom. So going to be some smaller bedrooms, but once you see it, I think y'all going to like the end result of it. So when we do this slab, you can see it got a lot of mud around and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I have to fight at the time of the year or different times of the year in Louisiana. The ground get real muddy and it gets real difficult to build. So I say real difficult. Once you get used to it, you can build, just like if somebody building in the snow or cold weather. So what I'm doing here is just kind of showing you the property itself, so you can get a layout of how it looks and how the house sits on the property. Now we got this house sitting to the side of the property. You're gonna notice it's not in the middle because we got some small ADUs we're gonna put along the side of them. Those aren't gonna happen yet. For sure we're gonna put one, but I'm not sure how many we're gonna put. Right there you can see the rebar, and that's the rebar going into the slab. We put a rebar in all the way around that footing that's dug in 2 foot deep all the way around where the load bearing gonna be. And you can also see there's a floating form. That's the plumbing that's in. We got all the plumbing in. Again, I didn't catch that, but my cousin right there that's digging, he actually too is a plumber, and he handles that plumbing, and you'll get that on the next video. But up front you can see right there where he's digging, there's a floating form that goes through. Now on this one, we made this trough. Now you can see how this trough is made, and sometimes you gotta rig up things to be able to do what we're trying to do. I wanted to get that concrete all the way to the back, so we use this trough, which is some culverts, plastic culverts, 16-inch culvert pipe. We cut it in half, and then we lay it down, and then we build that kind of setup, and you can see it reaches all the way to the back. Mesh in there, the wire mesh tied in to the rebar that's running in the footing, and then you also see that they got the visqueen laid under the bottom, which is creating that moisture barrier, and then we're gonna pour the slab. Now you can see it's still wet. That's not gonna matter, because once we pour that slab and it's still being wet, you're gonna see that we actually push that water out. And that'll be shown at the end of the video. You're gonna kind of see how that water get pushed out using the concrete to push the water out the slab. Now we done pumped it out, got it ready, and it's ready to go. So kind of right now we waiting on the concrete trucks to pull up, getting everything set up, This pour went pretty easy. It wasn't a bad pour. Sometimes you have those pours that just they bad. Sometimes you have some good ones. Now on this one, you can see the first truck pulling up, and this is kind of why we made the trough. I didn't want the truck to back all the way back off. The ground looks a little more solid than it is. So once we put the trough in, we're able to drop the truck right there and get all the way to the back of the bill. So, and get that pour in pretty easy. You know, we try to make it easy as possible. Now these are some subcontractors that's actually finishing the concrete. Now those two guys right there are two of my guys. That's my brother and my nephew. So they're over there doing the work. But the other guys are going to be subcontractors that we hire to finish the project, the concrete. Sometimes we finish those concrete, but a lot of times it's just better for us to get somebody else to come in and we know that it's going to be done right. And these guys, y'all will see at the end, they do a real good job on this slab. So that's me right there with the camera walking around with the burgundy shirt, blue pants, with that gray hat on, with the shovel in my hand. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just kind of hanging out, waiting on the concrete to pour. And now kind of on this, what I want to talk about is ultimately, I want to talk about being resourceful, because you can see that doggone trough right there. That's being resourceful. Sometimes, you know, we do all our building in the inner city. So this house is being built in the inner city, urban, populated area. They got a lot of stuff going on. That's a kind of a major road passing through there, major street, kind of get traffic jam right there. So I got people blocking the road, helping out, moving while the truck is being parked, pumping down. There's a lot going on this project. And you see how we help our subs out? You know, I'm from the old school, man, where when you bring a sub on your job site, you take care of them. You make sure they're good. You make sure they got everything. You make sure that they can go out and perform their job flawlessly, because it makes your job look good. So because we put this trough up, my guys are going to man this trough and make sure this trough work right. So me and my guys, we're going to sit there, man. We're going to push it on down, make sure the trough and the concrete get to those guys. Because, again, the finished product is what we're looking for. Now, we could have poured the slab, possibly. I don't really like messing with concrete too much, but I do it. But in these video series, man, you're going to see me do it all. And you're going to see how we get these houses together and that we can put together a good project. So on this project, we had we didn't have much problems as far as the pour itself. It really was the water. Now, if you see that concrete kind of coming out on both ends of that trough that I made. So that trough that's sitting there, you can see the concrete's coming out and it's creating that puddle at the bottom. What I'm gonna do is he's gonna give me a wheelbarrow and I'm gonna put that wheelbarrow under it. I'm gonna catch that concrete, man. I hate losing concrete, man. I hate losing any product. So that's another thing. If you want to build these small houses and you want to get good at them, you have to build them efficiently. You can't throw away wood. You can't throw away concrete. You can't throw away no product, no material. You got to really use your material. And later on, I'm gonna fix that problem by cutting me a 2x12 and kind of making it, shaping it like in the contour of that drain pipe, and then it's gonna sit right in there, and we're gonna put some screws in it to the side. I'm not gonna really get a good picture of it on this video, but that's what I did, and I actually just put it basically and blocked it, and that way that stuff stopped happening on the next truck. So but again, when you kind of doing things and you work, and sometimes it work better than others. If it was this the first time we used two of them together. That's two 20-foot pieces, which gets us 40 foot of reach on that pipe. And so when we did that, we don't have enough fall. So generally that pipe will come all the way from the truck down. Now you can see how long it is. So this is the second truck, and that's me helping them out, making sure, again, them guys are good. They got everything. He had his jacket on the ground. I helped him, told him pick that up, make sure he seen his jacket. Didn't want to get his jacket dirty. But again, just helping out the contractor, the subcontractor on this one, man. What else can I tell y'all about the pour itself? It went pretty easy, pretty smooth. It was we had 3 trucks actually, 2 full trucks, and then one was the end truck that just had about 3 or 4 yards on it that we needed to finish off that concrete on the porch. Those guys did a real good job on this thing, man. I mean, it came out good. Like I said, you'll be able to see that. But again, gone is the days when you bring a subcontractor on the job and the contractor come out and help them and make sure that they got everything and they job go good. And that's why people like working with us. And it's just that Southern hospitality that we try to put out. And that's just what I was taught, man. I'm a 3rd generation contractor, man. My grandfather was a contractor. My dad's a contractor. My dad's on these projects with me, so you can kind of see him around. There's a family or family thing, man. So I'm gonna let y'all look at it a little bit and let it breathe. Enjoy the video. Again, I'm just watching. I'm just helping them out. My guys, like I said, they're helping them make sure you can see everybody is pulling and making sure they're getting that concrete out that trough, down to the ground, pulling it. The guys in the back using the rakes, pulling it all the way, getting it in that footing. And we try to get the footings full. And then that way, the whole concrete and everything pours out real good. So, beautiful project, man. Like I said, I like it. I love it. I love when it's going on, man. We getting it in. Y'all stay tuned, man, because I'm gonna show you how to frame it. I'm gonna show you how to put the exterior walls, how we gonna handle the exterior walls, what we're gonna do with the interior walls, the roofing. I'm gonna show it all to you, so you'll be able to see it. That's what I'm here to do, man, to give y'all the ability to see the projects as they come through and as they go in. From the beginning to the end. I don't have much to say on this part because, again, this is a subcontractor doing it. I'm just helping them out. But I'm letting y'all see what it takes for us to get this thing in, man, and get this project out the mud, man. So, appreciate y'all watching. Now, look at that concrete come out of there, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That concrete just flowing down. That's a good flow of concrete. Those guys are doing everything they need to do, man, to make sure that that concrete gets down there. It's just an easy push, help the concrete down. Because, again, we don't have a bunch of fall on the concrete. But it's helping us out, man. And we're really getting it in. You can see the water in certain spots kind of rising up. And you're going to see at the end that water has been pushed up. And then they're going to actually get that off the concrete, man, and they're going to get a good finish. Kind of thick how we lay it. I forget what slump this is. I wish I could tell you. Next video or sometime along the way, I'll tell you what slump this is. I done forgot. But this is a good, you can kind of see the actual, and what they're going to do is take that mesh and they're going to be pulling it up and getting that mesh into the concrete so that mesh can sit into the concrete, and that's going to make the concrete stronger with that mesh being pulled up. So those guys are going to, as they're raking, they're taking that rake and they grab that mesh and pull it up. Now you see the water being pushed out. You can see the water on the outside of the foundation right now. That's that water being pushed out. But That's what's going on, and that's the process that you try to do when you have a wet slab, or when you pouring a slab and it's kind of, the foundation is wet. That's what we do here. Now again, wherever you from, it might be different. And that's it, baby. That's the next day. That's the end. We done took everything off. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we do it, man. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.